Last weekend was AWF Nationals. We had two lifters there from Shy Speed and Strength, Jackson Young and Hao Ping Tang, both of them in the Junior 105 class. You can see all the attempts here. So this is Jackson opening at 105 on the snatch. Now both these guys, the interesting thing is that they're trying to, or have been trying to keep in practice for Gridiron as well as prepping for the Nationals, which is not exactly an ideal thing to do. That was Jackson opening at 105. Now Ping actually qualified in the 105 plus category, so he had to open a little heavier than he wanted to. He actually wanted to open up about 105, 107, so he had to open up at 110 just because of the percentage of your qualifying entry. So he missed that 110, had to come back and redo it. Here's Jackson hitting 110 on his second. We've had a lot of trouble with snatching with Jackson. He's hasn't got the best elbows for weightlifting, but makes snatching in particular quite difficult. Ping was like, on his second attempt, came out there, dug it out, almost powered that. Into the third attempt, here's Jackson taking 115. This is actually a kilo more than what we had originally planned, but the state team coach just put 115 on the bar there for him, and he couldn't quite get it. He should have gotten that. But Ping's third attempt took 115 also, dug that out of there. He's actually dropped 10 kilos of body weight in preparation for this meet, and that's basically come from so much running that he's been doing. So I think most of the other competitors probably weren't doing anything like that. It's not really ideal at all. In fact, you definitely don't want to do that. But nonetheless, we went down to Melbourne, and that was 130 on the opener, which is well under his PR. Ping also had to deal with sprained his knee about 5 weeks out, so he really couldn't do any squatting or cleans or snatches for 2 weeks, and that's really not what you want. And one of the things you'll notice, particularly in these cleans, is that just his recovery out of the clean is just not bouncy. It wasn't maintaining the kind of elastic energy in the lower body that we want. The bar was kind of hitting him, and so everything kind of felt very heavy. And but nonetheless, came out 135, got it on the second, and so finished with a 250 total. Pretty happy with that, all things considered, with the weight that he's dropped. Jackson's much better in the clean and jerk, and he opened up at 145. Originally, the plan was to open at 150. But we were trying to. This was enough to win. This opening rep was with the 145 was enough to win the comp at the 105 junior level. So we went and got that in the bag, and then we went for gravy. So the old state record in the clean and jerk for 105 class in New South Wales was 155. This is 156. Put that on the bar. That was always going to be our second attempt. So an 11 kilo jump was quite a big jump. But Jackson's been working real hard on this. His cleans have always been pretty good, and his jerks have been pretty solid here too. So he ended up going 3 for 3 here, and that was the one we really wanted. 156, 160 was something that we put out there and said, hey, I think we can do this. I've actually seen there showing the judges his elbows. His lockout can look unusual just because the angle of how the lower part of the arm goes away from the elbow, and he also actually has a pin from a broken arm in his left arm. But look, solid clean. As soon as he had that, I knew that he was going to get that jerk, and he did. Super happy. You'll have to excuse my shaking the camera around. I'm trying to take photographs and film at the same time. But there's Jackson, 110, 160 for 270 total, and won that. Ping, 115, 135, 250 total, and first and second, and couldn't be happier for him.